Court Uncut, what the people want.
You have something with us?
I do. I have a fugitive matter.
Okay.
So Ronnie Lewis is on docket today, Judge. Even though he's from here, apparently got stopped by a state trooper for a matter out of Louisiana. He missed his arraignment date. My understanding was they were recalling that warrant there, but Madam Prosecutor checked, the warrant is still active. So I'm asking that he get a bond so he can make that arraignment court date. I just was advised that the state is asking for no bond.
And here's the thing, I've given him a bond before. It's not my first rodeo with him.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And
we got those cases taken care of, though.
I know, dude's dangerous, man. I mean,
Judge, these are not
robbery.
Well, the robbery is actually, I'm on the robbery. The robbery is going to be hopefully dismissed because he didn't do that.
Guys, do you mind bringing out Mr. Lewis? So just hold on, let's bring him out so he can, because it's only fair that he gets to hear this.
I gotta hurry somebody.
You know I love you.
Yeah, no, I understand, Judge. You gotta do your job.
This is a third. How many fugitive cases has dude had?
I've seen two prior ones here, Judge.
I remember one out of California. We got that taken care of. I think that matter was disposed of. Might have been dismissed. I wasn't on it, but now we obviously have this one out of Opelousas for, I think it's possession of marijuana and
Resisting officer possession from at the scene and then money derived from drug sales.
the old money laundering case.
He also had a prior fugitive for a robbery case on.
It should show one.
Oh, that was the other one. Yes.
How you doing? Lewis, you know, I'm bringing you out here now because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you get to hear what we're talking about.
Sir.
I will tell you that nothing in life makes me more unhappy than having to keep someone in custody. I don't like to put people in jail. I don't get off on it. There are a lot of judges that do, you know? I don't like it. And if I can keep someone out, then I try, you know, because jail sucks. But some people get it and just some people don't get it, you know? And while I really don't know you, the way I get to know you is how you are on paper, because that really tells me who you are. Are you a nice guy? Are you a danger to the community? Do you hopscotch criminality with the states like you're playing hopscotch? Not anymore.
Yeah, oh, let's be
And look, I don't want you to say anything because I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, right? It's little rainbows and gumdrops and this, but this is the third fugitive case we had. I will tell you that I absolutely love your lawyer. I mean, but with a third fugitive case,
Take care.
not only that, you have an open robbery. You done now just picked up a burglar of a motor vehicle here, they filed it today.
Yes, sir. As a result of being in custody, it was a case from January, but we just filed today. We did get a bond on that, but
You scare me. You really, really do. You know, you look young too. That's probably the worst part about this. I mean, what are you, like 26, 27 years old? You know, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that's just here. I really hope that it doesn't take a 50-year or a bullet to help you realize that you can't keep it up. Something's gonna happen, man. You know, I can't. It's a
Understand.
third. You want to say something? I'm happy to hear you out.
I would, Judge. I do understand the court's concern, and obviously it's something that, as the fugitive judge, to take into consideration. And you're right, this is our third time being before you. Unfortunately, I do know the matters in California have been resolved, and bond is supposed to ensure a person's appearance in court. Mr. Lewis has not had a problem with going to those states, appearing in court, coming back here as ordered by this court to show that he is handling his business. With this matter in Opelousas, this is a case that they just indicted. They sent a summons out. Apparently, he did not receive a summons. We had it on good authority yesterday that they were going to recall that and just reissue a new court date since it wasn't.
If they do
granted.
that, then that lifts the whole.
Then, right, that solves
So,
everything.
I don't know if you can get over there and get them to say, hey, lift it, reissue it, because if that happens, the whole releases, you make bond on the BMV and then
Correct,
he needs to
correct.
do what he needs to do.
For the sake of, Judge, I would ask if the court would entertain a $30,000 bond, but if not, I do understand what my other alternative is, which might actually save him some money and do that, but I do want to be heard on that bond, and I would ask that bond be set at $30,000.
I can't. You scare me. And I tell you now, with me, I don't do it twice. It just, and now it's a third, just not, I can't. You scare me, Mr. Lewis, really. All I want in life, all I want are my streets to be safe. Every single day, someone's dying around here. But one, I can't.
Thank you, Judge.
So, yeah, I mean, has he waived? Has he refused?
Yes, he waived on the 25th.
Okay, so he's got 1 day credit. I will tell you this, the good news for you is that we have so many buses coming in and out of Louisiana that if you make bond on the BMV case, you'll probably be back in Louisiana within the next 3 days. So the only thing that needs to happen, the problem is now we're told because he's not made bond on his misdemeanor case because it just got filed.
It just got filed, Judge, and we're
Big
working on that
bond.
now.
That lifts the toll. And then I'm telling you, we have buses in Louisiana coming to pick up people 2 times a week. So he'll be out, look at his plate, unless you can get that whole lift.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I will also note that he has an investigative hold prisoner hold. Jay did talk to me earlier that I should be gone before April, the next April setting of the other cases, but that is also holding him on extradition until the
An investigative hold for what?
It's
The
investigative
BMV?
hold prisoner. I don't know what it is off the top of
So
my head.
HPD has a hold on him for some reason. I have no idea. I've seen this maybe one time. It says literally investigative hold prisoner by HPD.
Okay.
have
They
no
only got
idea.
a certain amount of time. They gotta either make, S to get off the pot. So we'll
I
deal
don't
with
know. I
that.
mean, your best bet, talk to Day because he'll tell you more what that means because I just don't know.
Okay.
He's already waived, so that part's done. Try to get the bond upstairs and then that way we can get.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Did you graduate from high school?
Sir,
Did you graduate from high school?
I dropped out in like 12th grade.
You need to get that done. It's unacceptable that you don't even have a high school diploma. And I'm telling you now that if you mess with us one more time, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. First, I want you back tomorrow so we can work on having you complete probation successfully. Number 1, completing the educational skill level. And number 2, working on getting your GED. Because that's the most important thing in your life at this moment. Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to grant you a limited PR bond right now. Anything else, if I find that you drive, I'm going to lose my scheisse. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive. I don't care what it is, where you're going, who for, you're not allowed to drive. For Amazon, you're not allowed to drive for anyone. Do you understand? And if I find that you do, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? Okay, I will grant the PR bond now. I'm sending you to test, and then I want him back here tomorrow so we can craft a plan going forward.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I have done everything in my power to try to keep you out of custody. You have 2 open DWIs. I was now going to grant the fact that you had negotiated an intensive outpatient treatment. You now are testing positive for alcohol and marijuana while you're on bond for this case. And I have told you repeatedly that you are at no tolerance, Mr. Jones.
I don't do drugs. Period and point blank.
I have here,
Don't say anything. Can I get a copy of the bond violations before we discuss
Is it
it?
impending?
it's, yeah, it's in ready for judge.
I don't know why it's not cool.
March 13th, the results were confirmed by the lab for alcohol and THC. Oh, wait. Joshua Dante Jones, right? Joshua Dante Jones?
It just.
This has got, I don't know, something's wrong here.
I'm not understanding. I'm not seeing.
Something's wrong. Oh. We need to put pretrial services on probation, man.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it says here, Mr. Jones,
I don't see it in ready for judge.
no, it's wrong. It's wrong. Let me see it. It's wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it's wrong. It's a Joshua Dante.
Okay.
It's the exact same. You're good.
So we're good.
Hey,
It wasn't you. We're good.
that's not you.
Let's go talk again.
Sorry to scare you.
Let's go talk.
He's good. I want to apologize for getting mad at you. I had the wrong person, so it wasn't you. So I'm sorry for raising my voice and getting upset with you. And the reason I got so upset was because you have 2 open DWIs. It's serious business. It's not a, and so if I see someone that has those kind of cases that are open and then they start having more violations, that really tells me that there's a problem, which is not your case. I mean, I haven't seen any violations, which I'm hoping it stays that way. The idea is that you learn something when you get here, so you leave better than you came, because the last thing we want is for you to become a statistic. We have enough of that. We don't want any more. We don't want any more death on our streets. That's exactly what we're trying to prevent. And everything we do now here is to help you and give you the tools to make you better when you go out in the world, so that you think next time, if you do want to get lit, right? If you want to have 32 shots of tequila, 52 joints, or whatever it may be, right? That you think before getting into a car. Because God forbid, it's that one mistake that you dig such a hole you never crawl out of. That's the idea, You've worked a great deal here, really, where they're going to dismiss one of your DWIs, you're pleading to the other one. Nevertheless, when an officer pulls you over, the first thing they do, what do you think they do? They look at your record because they want to know who they're dealing with. If they look at your record and they go up to you in the car and they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well. So the idea is, if you're going to get lit, if you're going to have that, be like that, take an Uber. Do you understand? The agreement that you worked out is, like I said, they're going to dismiss one of the DWIs. You're pleading guilty to one of the DWIs, so it will go on your record. You are now entering into an agreement, a plea bargain with the state. The agreement is 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS with conditions. You have already done the TRAS. The TRAS has recommended intensive outpatient treatment followed by supportive outpatient treatment, which is good. I'm telling you, I thought they were going to order you to do inpatient treatment. That's what I thought they were going to do. So this is great for you because you're not going into lockup. But understand, it's not easy. You have to get it done. If you don't, you understand. No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. Guardian interlock, a $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and 25 hours of community service. I will make you a deal. Your license is now suspended. I had them look it up to see whether you can drive or not. You can't drive now because your license is suspended. It's suspended until 2026 as to what they state saw and looked up. If you get your license back, I will waive that community service for you. I would rather you spend the time to try to get your license back and get liability insurance, car insurance. If you do, I'll take off the 25 hours of community service. You understand? If you fail at this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back out. We're going to have a talk about whether you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. You understand?
Stop.
The worst possible thing you can do is just take off. If you do, that's an instant warrant. The other worst possible thing, if you pick up another DWI. If you do, I'm just going to lose even more hair. Don't, really. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We can always work it out. There's never nothing that we can't work out. Anything can be worked out. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm not going to suspend your license. It's already suspended because of the ALR hearing. So don't just start driving until you get it back. Because you don't have a license, we're going to order you to get a portable device. I've been paying for it now while you're on bond for this case. I can't pay for it any further. Reduce his fees, please. The other thing that you need to understand is DWI is big business. There is a $3,000 surcharge that one normally tack onto this. I'm going to take it off now. But from now on, you ever pick up another DWI, that's a second. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 surcharge on a second DWI. Do you understand? All right. Good luck, sir. Thanks, Jimmy.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss crazy courtroom moments like this one.